Wonder Woman issue 16, Greg Rucka writing, and Bilquis Evely on art. Did I say that right?
Sure.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
And this is set 6 months after the events of the Year 1 arc. So it says 6 months since Diana left Themyscira at the start. So, pretty cool.
This is part 1 of Godwatch.
Part 1 of Godwatch. And it's pretty cool that it's staying in the past. I'm liking it's building stuff. And this is what's cool is this: we're getting to see Veronica Cale at this time period now. And obviously we know she's part of Godwatch, so obviously it's going to set up all that stuff that we're exploring in the other stuff, which is really, really cool. So this actually focuses mostly from Veronica Cale's point of view. Wonder Woman, they mentioned that she's on the news, she's saving people left and right. She fought a Chimera and it's in the zoo now. Just offhand.
I just love that. Her compassion for all things left a fire-breathing, part lion, snake, and goat into the National Zoo. Like, good on you, Wonder Woman.
Oh, dear. But yeah, so Veronica Cale's got this program, the Cyberwalker program that she's doing with Adriana, and they're trying to get it cut down. But it ends up getting used in a bad way because the twins, the evil twins...
Phobos and Deimos.
There you go. And they I guess we'll call it kidnap Veronica Cale's daughter, although it's more like they steal her face and put her soul in a...
Well, they steal her soul. It's like they Shang Tsung'd her.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a really cool visual when the face is just gone.
Yeah, it's really
it's creepy.
Really
it's
creepy.
Great.
It reminded me of an episode of Doctor Who from a good few years back now, where all their faces got stolen by a monster in a TV. It was cool.
Was that the one with Moaning Myrtle in it?
It might have been, yeah.
Okay, I've seen that one. That's why I asked.
Yeah, but the twins show up at Veronica Cale and say, "Yeah, we've got your daughter, but you can have her back if you do this," because they want the information from Diana where Themyscira is, and they've already tried like mystical means, and that's not working. So they're trying technology. They want the Cyberwalker robot program to go in her head and try and get it that way. So her friend Adriana goes into the thing, which is, as they have explained... She volunteers, yeah, because she doesn't want Veronica Cale to do it, because she knows it's dangerous, because they know it can only last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
it can only last
and
2
then
minutes.
You just...
At the longest.
At the longest, and then you fry.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so they go to the zoo, and they get someone in trouble so that Diana has to jump in and save them, so she's around, and... Adriana, controlling the robot body, runs up and touches her, but it's kind of too late in the issue. And one of my favourite panels of this, actually, is Cale, knowing that her friend's in trouble, is she's like punching the glass. She's in almost what looks like a cryo tube that you get on like a spaceship kind of thing.
Yep.
Cryo sleep. And she's banging on the glass and like her hands are all bloody. Really, really cool moment. And I think what I like about that is that Veronica Cale's just been kind of around in the present day stuff, and she's the evil villain, but I don't really feel anything towards her. Whereas
I didn't really know who she is, too.
Yeah, whereas this made me like kind of care about her and care about her motivation a little bit. So this is clearly... I mean, she's not the nicest person at the start of the issue, but it feels like this is what's really going to set her off on her dark
because it
path.
wasn't like her fault, this necessarily. She was not a fan of Wonder Woman, but she wasn't doing anything wrong, and this feels like the start of a tragic path.
Yeah,
I love that she was like irritated by just Wonder Woman being there.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, look, she's saving the day again. Whoop-de-doo. I'm actually doing... It's almost Lex Luthor-esque.
Yeah, it's a Lex type thing with Superman,
And, also, so, Phobos and Deimos, her twin Dobermans were named, I think, Terror or Pain and Panic, or Terror and Panic?
Yeah, it was something like that, yeah.
And that's what Phobos and Deimos mean, because they're sons of Ares.
Oh, do you think she's imprisoned them and her dogs?
I think they are her dogs.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, same.
Yeah. So, because we know that she gets some kind of power, because she's like big bad by the time that the lies happens, because she has that strike team.
By the end of Godwatch, I imagine.
Yeah. So it's just, again, Rucka seeding all these little points that we've already seen and using the even-numbered books to expand on those even more.
I do like that one is a small touch, that it's something that you would miss unless you know who those are.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I missed it and Matt just told me and it's cool, so excellent. So that's pretty awesome. And no, I think the art's... Obviously, this is the first one without Nicola Scott, but we had issue 8 with Evely, and the art's still great.
You said it, not me. I just want to point out he brought up heavily on my favorite issue.
I didn't bring it up as an example of being good though. I just brought it up because it was the art. This was the artist's
I know. I'm
last
just saying.
issue.
I was biting my tongue. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. You said it. I'm happy.
So no, I thought this was really good. I thought it was setting up, and I like that it maybe is focusing more from the villain's perspective, and it's setting up her story and how Godwatch becomes a thing.
Yeah. Speaking of the art, obviously Scott's gone, but I still feel her influence on especially on the very first page with the layouts, felt very much like what Scott was doing on the book.
Yep.
And so I feel like Everly has taken kind of that from it and kind of kept the stylistic choices there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you almost get the impression that Kale's going to set up Godwatch because, like, the gods ruin everything, and it's their fault that all this happened, so that's why it's called Godwatch. It's like a neighborhood watch, but for gods.
Well, and I feel, too, that that's the point of the Amazons, is that, like, yeah, they're the patrons, but we rely on ourselves, and that's why no one can know where Themyscira is, because if they know, it's going to be ruined.
So, interestingly, you're thinking Godwatch are actually similar to the Amazons in their mentality.
I feel like they're going to be a modern Amazons. There wasn't a coincidence why that strike team that tried to take on Steve was all female.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
I love that issue so much. That's Steve being like Rambo.
So good.
Oh, it was so good.
This book is just fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, Rucka doesn't leave things a coincidence as far as I've known reading his books.
Yeah.
So there's a reason for everything. But yeah, I almost feel like Godwatch are almost the modern day Amazons, and they'll get to that point where she imprisons the gods, and I feel like Ares is gonna have something to do with that too, because those are his sons.
Yeah, another great page, of course, is when Wonder Woman does jump in to save the day at the zoo. It's just like, it's about to be hit, and then she just jumps down and she blocks it, and it's just one of those great Wonder Woman splashes that you get where it just looks great because that was beautiful.
Again, fire-breathing lion, goat, snake. Probably don't want to keep an open-air enclosure at the zoo.